My name is Amro Imam. I work with the education team as an academic programming and partnerships resident. My work is focused on creating collaboration between academia, industry, and government, but also working on upskilling the workforce to participate more effectively in the AQ ecosystem. It was my final semester at NYU at the Center for Quantum Information Physics during one of our weekly seminars, and the wonderful Mariana Bononomi, the head of external education at the time, came to give us a talk. And her research background happened to overlap highly with my research background, and she was talking about SandboxAQ, what the team does, and more specifically what the education team does. There was also a resident who is now a very close friend of mine, Constantine van der Pol, and they told me about what the operations at SandboxAQ were, and everything else was history from there. After graduation, Mariana reached out with a position, and I joined the team shortly after. When I first started my career in quantum, I thought I would be building quantum computers. This is a far disparate situation now. I decided after graduating to take off the researcher hat for a while and focus more on education, because I feel as important as research is, it's also equally important to focus on the workforce that will be working in that domain of research. And I thought at the time that it would be a better idea for me to focus my expertise in that domain and then perhaps one day return to research at a later time once I've gained that perspective of academia and teaching. Imposter syndrome, certainly. Well, transitioning from academia to industry could be a very big step, and someone that has generally received advice about, my career from professors, postdocs, and PhD students, not a lot of them had the perspective that it took to give advice to someone that is transitioning to industry. So there was certainly some degree of ambiguity when I was moving from that sector to that sector. But fortunately, I had an amazing team to welcome me into industry at Sandbox, and they made it very seamless. So for the first couple of months when I was just transitioning, yes, but I was made comfortable enough so that it kind of faded away eventually. Some advice that I could give to students, perhaps at the undergraduate level, some advice that I perhaps would have wanted to receive myself for those that are interested in joining AI and quantum, is to focus more on working on projects, tangible, practical projects. The theory, the fundamentals are of course extremely important for you to be able to work on effective projects and to also innovate. But at the end of the day, what you do is essentially what transfers to your skill sets. And if you're someone that is interested in moving to industry, people are more interested in what you're able to do rather than what you know. So make sure that whatever you know, which is an extremely strong arsenal of yours, is something that could be leveraged to do something with it. Something I'm very excited to see SandboxAQ's influence grow larger in is its impact on the drug discovery sector. Primarily because I feel that the type of impact that we can have there is very scalable, but also crucial and important and very much needed. It's a big privilege for a company to be able to shave off years off of something that's such a pain point for a large portion of the population around the globe. It affects everyone. It affects me. It affects my family, probably your family as well. And to be able to know that we're contributing to something like that so effectively at such scale is something that I'm very excited for and looking forward to see the results of. If you're interested in more content around AI and quantum, please make sure to look at the other videos that we have on the SandboxAQ channel.